For those of you who don't know who this person is, I used to see this guy at comic book conventions all the time. He dressed a lot like homosexual, okay? And he would be in the elevator with a perfectly combed, coiffed hairdo and everything, wearing expensive clothing. And I was like, who is this dude? Oh, he does like voiceovers. He's a voiceover artist. Like he takes Japanese cartoons that were originally dubbed in Japanese and he redubs them into English. And so people here like think he's like kind of a celebrity. If you're like a weeb, you think he's a celebrity. I really, honestly, I don't get that at all. Like to me, these people, like you're somebody who redubs a cartoon into English and somehow you get to sign autographs for that. I don't get it. Okay, now I'm not a weeb at all. I don't watch anime. Maybe he's extremely talented. I've heard him do several voices, and he can do a bunch of different voices, so that's fine. Anyway, he has been accused of groping some of his fans. And a lot of people and his peers tried to cancel him. And a lot of people think the reason why they tried to cancel him was not because he was allegedly groping some of his fans or sleeping with some of them, but it was because he's a Christian conservative and he was being targeted because of his politics. I don't know. I'm not sure what the reality of that is. But Yellow Flash and Umbrella Guy, and then Nick Rekieta especially, all got together to create a movement called I Stand With Vic to stand by him. They really thought that the disgusting SJWs who were trying to cancel him were lying about him, and therefore they should do something about it. I personally don't know. And when this was happening, I was kind of like, do I get involved in this? And I just kind of said, I don't know. Because I know I've seen this guy. I've done a bunch of conventions with him. I don't want to do that. Like there's something about him that I don't really, it's not really my type of guy. So I decided to kind of stay out of it. Now, they raised a ton of money for him to sue the people who were talking about him, who were making these accusations. So the fan base got built by like $150,000 for legal funds, for a legal fund. Nick Rekieta found a lawyer, Ty Beard, to take that money and then sue the SJWs who worked alongside him, who got him canceled, who got him fired from his job, who basically destroyed his career, and then take them to court. And they lost. Ty Beard was woefully, from what I seen, I saw like a little clip of this. Was it 200,000? Was woefully unprepared for this. He did a terrible job. And he was this guy, he was like, hey, I'll see you in court. Like he was really mouthy on the internet and got people excited, got people to turn over money. But when it came down to it, when it was time to show up and really take those bitches to court, he failed. And not only did he fail, he took all the money that was raised. That was his money. And then Vic Mignogna was the people Vic was suing were awarded their legal fees plus interest. So because he was talked into engaging in this lawsuit, this defamation lawsuit, he's now in debt something like $400,000, and he doesn't have a job to raise any money. So Vic Mignogna has a reason, even though he's a good Christian man, he does have a reason. Ty Beard's a rock star lawyer, allegedly. Vic needed a better lawyer. As I looked at what was being said about Vic, like I can see like where a lawsuit, he could have been successful, but it was just a clown show on the internet. It failed miserably, and thus he lost. And now he's like $400,000 in debt. Why? Because some people encouraged him to engage in this lawsuit, and I don't know what he's going to do. Like nobody wants to hire him because he has a reputation of, of being like a warrior on the internet who possibly was too handsy with his fans. You know what I mean? And he's going to come up with $400,000. All right, hold on a second. Wow. Hold on. Where did I get it wrong? There are some people going, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, where did I get it wrong? Vic's main complaint was that they got him canceled from going to cons, which is how he makes most of his money. Yeah, these guys, and Vic Mignogna was like at almost every convention that I was going to. I would turn up at a Wizard World show, and he was on the guest list. And I'm like, again, like, who is this guy? Like, what is this? It's just a different culture, I guess, people who are into this kind of a thing. Nick didn't talk Vic into suing. He was already doing that, says Gibber. Oh, okay, thank you for that correction. So Nick didn't talk him into it, but Nick did make content all the time going over the lawsuit and, hung out with Vic Mignogna and all these things. Even the dumbest law firm can win this case. That was Ty Beard. Obviously not, since you lost. Did Ty Beard say? He just seemed to not have his papers in order. He was canceled, says Aubrey. That is correct. This is a case of cancel culture right here. Because, again, he can't work anywhere. You know what I mean?